All right, Shalom, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. And I want to get into a quick lesson, about sickness, and just praying to the Most High. Because as we know, within the scriptures that we receive everything from the Most High. What Job said, shall we not receive both good and bad from the Most High? So it all comes from Him, and He does things on both sides of the spectrum, to show His power, and that when you get out of this situation, you give Him, the praise, the honor, and the glory. So this is the book of Sirach 38. Now it started verse 2. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Verse 2, it says, "For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king." Verse 4, go to verse 3. "The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them." And, as we all know that everything in this world, is tainted and different things like that. But the Most High, just how the Most High, but the main thing that we have to remember is that just how the Most High preserved a remnant, of the elect, which we hope to be us, as being men of the Lord. The Most High also left a remnant of, remedies and natural things out there, to actually help us, through our infirmities, And sometimes you're going to get through them faster than others, depending on the situation, depending on the condition, and just overall how bogged down your body is, or how badly you've been, treating your body, man. But the Most High made these things that are perfectly suited for us to, get up out of our conditions, and it's not necessarily, the herb doing everything, because a lot of people who give, credit, to the herbs and stuff like that. But, you give credit to the herbs as the Most High's tool, and recognize that as we do. But, the rest of the world, that looks up to, Dr. Sebi and other herbalists and stuff like that, they just look at those men, and I know, that, hey, the Most High used men like him, to put out his glory, to show his perfectness, and some things that and some things that he used to say, was pretty much, hey, when it comes to different herbs and stuff like that, or foods and stuff, he'll be like, well, God didn't make that, man made that. And it's like, this herb here, God made this from God, and what he could tell, because of, the molecular structure of the herb was complete. It was truly a whole food, if you will, dealing with the foods and dealing with the herbs. So there is a remnant of things that's out there, that can help in the midst of, Esau's madness, man, because Esau got all types of stuff out here. And, lately it's been, people catching the flu virus rampant. It's been spreading all over the place, man. And they got some powerful stuff out there, man. These poisons that they constantly spewing, man. And, we just can't wait to be uh, done away with all of this death and disease that Esau has created upon the earth, all for his own gains, man, for his own profit. And the people constantly looking up to him, as a savior instead of the Most High, and that just made me think of Sluggy. Lamentations 4:17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. So America, with everything that it does, it has no power, to actually save you people, man. And, you try to tell people different things, and they look at you strange, they look at you funny. You go to these doctors, they recommend you all type of crap that isn't good for your body. Case in point, me myself, going to this doctor and he trying to tell me, you uh, gotta eat cheese and drink milk to get calcium. When that's been proven already that calcium is inorganic, man. You know, only trying to uh, persuade me from my intentional plans to continue on so that I won't get better, but so they can keep me on their medicines, man. I don't think so, man. We trust in the Most High. We don't trust in Esau because we know his things is nothing but damaging unto the body, man. And when you come down with flus, pretty much common colds and flus, you pretty much got to let the body run its course. Like how the brother Kazak said along some years ago. He said that we are robots, and when you truly think about it, the brother was right, for the simple fact that how the Most High structured our bodies, the body actually heals itself. Now you just use the herbs to help speed up the body's processes so the body can recognize what it needs to do again. Because through Esau foods and their medicines, they shut our body's natural processes down so that they won't work as they should. But taking the herbs and the things from the Most High helps to rewire things so they could get back into gear, man. It's just like a car. A car gets all rusted or something like that, or somebody put something in your engine. Well, before you can drive it, you got to clean all of that out. And that's what the herbs do. They clean the engine and clean all that stuff out so that the car can actually, fine tune itself and it can remember its proper functions once again. So that's how it is, Um, verse 5, was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known. And he hath given men skill, that he might be honored in his marvelous works. With such doth he heal men, and taketh away their pains. Of such doth the apothecary make a confection, and of his works there is no end, and from him is peace over all the earth. Right, because it's constant work, dealing with herbs and dealing with remedies, and thing in the works of the Most High, because we know that the works of the Most High are endless. The different types of herbs and stuff that's out there, man, it's crazy, especially all the uncharted and untapped resources that's down there, in South and Central America and stuff like that, man. And you using some of them herbal compounds, man, and you can truly see how the Most High works, man, and I can attest to it through, major things, going through and stuff like that. You see slow but subtle, progress, every single day, and another thing that I wanted to say about, like, when it comes to the flu, a flu virus, is a multi-celled organism. Otherwise, they're proteins. So they truly can't be killed. They have to be detoxed out of the body. You can begin to break down the, the protective coating that's around them, but after that, they still have to be pushed out of the body. And like a great herb for that to help to break the protective coating around viruses is elderberry. That's a great herb. That brother should always keep on deck with them. But of course, you will need other herbs in the midst of that. And that's what's helping me. And initially, for days. I'm saying, just I barely move, but just trying to, drink. Then you feel that stuff coming up out of you, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you cleaning your body out and stuff like that, you can tell the things that's going on with your body. The Most High said, "What our body is a temple," so that we should know our bodies. Um, what was that? Verse 9. My son, in thy sickness, be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. And this is the whole point of the matter, because at the same time, like I said, if you put in your trust in the herbs like that, like how these people put their trust in, these doctors' medicine, that's not in the spirit of faith. If you trust in something, it should be because you know that the Most High's power is behind it. You always have to recognize the Most High and that prayer above all things. Because we know that with prayer, the Most High, he can still make you go through the situation, or he can instantly take it away. It's just up to him how he deals with the situation. But one of my favorite scriptures to show you, get into, it's one of my, since I like to get into the herbs a lot and stuff, there's one scripture that always helps to keep me, in check with the Most High. And for me not to put no trust in just no herbs or nothing like that, but knowing that it's the power of the Most High, right? It's Wisdom of Solomon 16:12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. So at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Neither herb nor mollifying plaster. Something that you could pretty much make an ointment out of, and put it on a wound or to put it on your forehead to heal a headache or a fever or something like that. But it's the word of the Most High, because if he issue out his word, he said his word shall not come back void. It's going to accomplish what you're searching out. So at the end of the day, that's all we need. Is that green light? Is that green light from the Most High? To get the angels to go ahead and to say, all right, boom, handle this, boom, handle this. And that's all we truly need at the end of the day. So when we glory in, different things, is and using the herbs, it's all to give, that praise unto the Most High, because the rest of these people, they don't understand it, man. These dumbass Edomite doctors and hospitals, and this is Jeremiah 9:24. But let him, matter of fact, let me start off at verse 23. Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So, that's what it's about, man. You know, glorying in the Most High, not in, taking the herb and, taking credit for yourself or different things like this, because when, you help someone, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, uh, to get over a certain ailment or to help to heal them through the spirit, they just look at you. They don't truly see, the workings of the Most High. Know that the Most High is working through you, to actually help them, to give Him the glory. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, you know. And one more precept, real quick. This is Philippians 4:6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High. So all we need at the end of the day is to plead our cause before the Most High, and be an open book with the Most High, because He knows everything anyway. So it's just like, just open your mind, open your spirit, and give it up to the Most High, and He gonna pull us through. Just how we trust that, within these harsh times that are at hand, that He gonna pull us through the fire, so to speak, man. So with that, I like to give all I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect out there doing His work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.